going on, my beautiful YouTube subscribers and fans out there? It's your boy KwonYoung, the cream guy with the red glasses. And let's go ahead and install some Shorty Levers. Alright guys, the basic things that you need for this install are going to be very simple. One, you're going to need your Shorty Levers here. This is going to be your clutch side. You can tell by the little key opening here. And then this is going to be your brake side there. They're fully adjustable, 1 through 6. I got these off of eBay. They're really cheap. I was very skeptical of buying these off eBay. Didn't know what kind of quality they are, but they are really good. The basic tools you're going to need is an 8mm socket, 10mm socket, socket wrench, and of course, if you're of age, a beer to celebrate your installation after you're done. If you're underage, make sure you get a soda or some water. Alright, so let's go ahead and start this installation. Alright guys, so starting with the brake side, we're going to have our handy 10mm socket here. There's going to be a lock nut on the bottom and then 10mm bolt on the top. So we're just going to go ahead and undo the locking nut here. Make sure you do not drop this because, you know, it's going to be a pain in the butt to try to get out of the bike. But that's it there. It's just a regular locking nut. Put that to the side and go to the top here. And we're going to go ahead and take this bolt off. Now the brake side is much easier to work with. So that's why everybody starts on this side. So this is what your bolt looks like, your pivot bolt. And then after you're done with that, you can just slide your brake lever right out. Alright, so let's go ahead and install the new one. Alright, so we are going to install the Shorty Lever brake side. Remember, the brake doesn't have the key hole in there, so you're just going to slide this right in, and you're just going to align those holes. First, you're going to take your pivot bolt, you're going to slide it in, and then you're going to start it by hand. So once you get it down by hand, all the way down, we're going to go ahead and tighten this. Go ahead and let it bottom out. Okay, so it's bottomed out, it's free spinning. The only reason why it's free spinning is because you need the lock nut. This here. You're going to go ahead and put it down on the bottom. Go and hand tighten that. Okay. And once you get the locking nut in there, then you can feel it really tightening down. So what you're going to do, once it bottoms out, you're going to give it a 5-degree turn. And then you should be good to go. So, with the brake lever installed, this is the 1 position, which is really close to the bar, and here's 6. You see how it's moving outward? So what you do is you can adjust that to your liking. And that's how you install the brake side. So let's go ahead and move over to the clutch side. Alright guys, we are working on the clutch side this time. There is a locking nut right here, and then you have your top nut up there. Remember, the bottom locking nut is going to take an 8mm socket, and then your pivot bolt is going to take the 10mm. So let's go ahead and take out the 8mm. Alright, Now this locking nut is surprisingly very, very small. So what you want to do is, you don't want to lose it. Let me see if I can get it off here without losing it. Right to the end. Oh man, if I drop this, I'm gonna be so pissed. Okay. Wow. That's how small it is. Really tiny. Alright, so we're gonna work on the top pivot bolt right here. Remember, it's a 10mm socket. And you are just going to go ahead and loosen this thing all the way out. Alright, and there you go. That is the pivot bolt for the clutch side. Go ahead and put that somewhere you don't lose it. If you see here, these two line up perfectly, but you want that to line up with this, so everything will come out easy. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. So I got this part backed out. You just want to make sure that it lines up with that. So when your cable comes out, it'll come out just like that. So what you do is, you go ahead and take this, thread it around, and there you go. You got your clutch lever out. So you go ahead and grab your new one here. And you basically do everything in reverse. Slide everything in there. Make sure that lines up. Go ahead and put that back where it was. Put that back where it was. Alright. Now you want to go ahead and put your pivot bolt in. Make sure the holes line up. And then you go ahead and start it by hand. Wait till the bottom's out. And then it should spin freely once it gets to the bottom, because you don't have your locking nut on there. So let's go ahead and put that on there. And guys, don't worry if this install looks really hard or it's taking a long time. It's only really taking a long time because I have to pretty much move my camera everywhere that I go and the next steps that I do. So you take your locking nut, you go on the bottom, make sure you do not drop this. Ooh, I almost dropped it. I'm telling you guys not to drop it, and I'm here almost dropping it. You just want to hopefully get it lined up right to get it started here. Now, me having big fingers, it's hard to get it started, but I got it. You just want to take your socket here and go the rest of the way up. Alright. Do this, you can hold this with your hand, and then this one, you can take it down. And then once the two meets, like that, see, just want to go ahead and still hold it. Give it some more turns, and 5 degrees. There you go. You have your clutch side done. Sweet. Alright guys, so only thing you have left to do Just make sure that this locking nut is locked. There we go. Then you can always take a pair of pliers and give it a good turn. There you go. And you always want to make sure that you have some play in it. Okay. Now, like I said, just like the brake side, there's an adjuster here. You can see that it's going out and in. So, and then I'll play with that on the road and make sure it's to my liking. Alright, so that is the installation of the clutch side, and you only have one thing left to do. Alright guys, you guys are done. Finally installed your Shorty levers. Said there's only one more thing to do. Ah, that's good. Well guys, I rate this installation from a scale 1 to 5. This has to be a 2. It was simple, self-explanatory. Anybody can do it. You guys can do it. So, if you guys like this episode, hit that thumbs up button to show you that you liked it. And hit that subscribe button if you haven't already to show your support for my channel. And until next time, guys, always remember, KwonYoung loves you. Peace. That's good.